All right, so I've got a submission to, actually two submissions because I added some later to SGC. Ready to go, packaged up here. We're going to look at them real quick. These are some comic book cards. I'm not really into comic book cards, but I'm getting them done for a friend. They're actually, a couple of them are in pretty good condition. Some of them have like little corners. This one's got a big crease, like somebody folded it, but it'd still be really kind of neat, and she'd appreciate that to have those. That's what I do is I put them in a plastic bag, because when you're putting it into a cardboard box, and the cardboard box is not really great for water. But so this is the baseball card submission, and maybe one of you guys know this card here. It's actually got, it's folded over, so it's like almost like a book. I don't know what they would do with this. I submitted it as a card. I could cut, like it's perforated on this side. Actually, it folds out and it has the stats on the back of this card, and I don't know how they would do that, if they would put the whole thing out in a like a larger, and I'd have to pay extra for it, or what would happen. But maybe one of you guys know them before I get this off to SGC. Maybe you can comment on it and let me know what I need to do, or maybe I don't need to send that one. I don't know. But anyway, so here's the kind of in the order. We're going to keep them in order here. I've got a 83 tops here, and it's in pretty good condition. The corners, it's not, none of these are going to get really high graded. This one's off-centered on the back a little bit. Really good corners on the back. What is this, 86? 86, yeah. 86 Nolan Ryan. The top, you can see some paper loss on the top, and of course I'm gonna have dog hair everywhere. That's great. Anyway, so you can see paper loss there. It's not the greatest card, it's not the worst, but off-centered on the back. Not too bad shape. That was in that binder set that I had. Here's an 82 Nolan Ryan. You got some bummed up corners there. Pretty well centered on this one. A little heavy on the border on the bottom there. But other than that, that's pretty good. This is a Starline Nolan Ryan. Some of these are going to be like some things people don't collect, but I've gotten into some. I like the different offsets, not necessarily the tops or the heavy, you know, like the Kellogg's and the Post and the Jimmy Dean. You'll see some Jimmy Dean here, complete set here in a minute. I'm going to have to go back through these and get the dog hair off of these. There's dog hair everywhere in here. Try to keep it clean, but it's getting to be winter time. Here's a Nolan Ryan Post. I think this is 91. Most of these are 91. This is a 90 actually. Nolan Ryan Post. This is actually a sharp looking card. I like the picture. He looks a little older there. Of course, he is a little older in his later years there, but the corners are pretty sharp. They do have, like, they've been perforated, like the little perforation is left on the corner. So they're not sharp corners, but they're not messed up corners, you know. Here's another Post. I think this is a 92, 91 right up top, yeah. Really sharp looking card. It'd be a little heavy on the bottom here, so I guess it's off-centered a little bit, but not bad. This one here is a Craft Singles. I don't remember the year on this, maybe 90, 91, something like that. Number 13. Pretty sharp looking card. It's got there was one little corner that, actually I don't know. Maybe this one didn't have the corner. I thought it had a little dent in the corner. Yeah, maybe right there. But that's not a, if you look at it, that's not a, it's a manufacturer type, but they'll still count off for that. This is a, what is this? Can't ever remember. The 1990. This is the 1990 collection, actually tops. This is the number 1. And I've got several of these. This is probably the best one I've got as far as centered, and you look, there's no scratches on these. Really nice card. Really good shape. Hopefully get, you know, a higher grade. This is the 5,000 strikeout set for Nolan Ryan, and those scratches you can see, they're on the, not the card, but the sleeve. And this is the number 2, and it's kind of canted. These borders are canted, so still a little heavy up top. None of these are great centered. None of these are perfect cards. Just something I have for my collection here. This is the number 3, and here's the number 4, Nolan Ryan, 1990. They're all in really good shape, really. You got a little stain down here, it looks like, but that's kind of common for this card that I've noticed. That type of stain. It's not necessarily like a stain that you get from handling or whatever. It's probably something to do with the ink or the process of making the card. So it's from the factory, but still something they're going to count off on. This one's got kind of a color loss right here. And some of this stuff I'm just now noticing, but still, these are some of the better cards. Here's a 88. I think it's an 88. If you look, yeah, 88 tops. Number 6. Pretty good shape. Record breakers. Sharp corners. No scratches. Nice picture there. Here's a 91. This is the 40th anniversary. Record breakers. Tops. Borders are relatively even here. This is actually a really good looking card as far as sharp corners, borders, and no scratches. So I don't know if they'll count off too much. And this is a little light on the border. You can see this is my only 86 though that I had. So it being, is it an 86? 87. The back is pretty well centered. It's just the top. If you look at the border, the top is a little heavy on the border. This is an upper deck. I'm warming up, throwing the football. Nolan Ryan. This is the 89. Upper deck. Pretty sharp looking card. I always like the 89 upper deck. The hologram's got a kind of a rounded corner there, so they might count off for that. But other than that, it's a little heavy on the centering over there. That does come into it does affect the grading on PSA. I don't know about GSC or G, whatever it's called. Anyway, this is the Diamond Kings Donruss King of Kings. I'm sorry, Nolan Ryan. And the centering is way off on the back, but I like this card. I really like the Donruss King of Kings. I like this card. This is the only card I have. The front is centered almost perfectly. You've got really sharp corners. Kind of that's just a shadow, so it's not a, so you might have a little paper loss up top. That corner's kind of dinged up a little bit, but other than that, I mean, it's the biggest thing is the back is not centered, and on that card. This is a 2019 35th anniversary to 1984 kind of throwback card here. It's the insert for 2019 tops. Really sharp looking card. I like this card a lot, especially with the It's real glossy. It's nothing like it's got the feel of the 1984, the look of the 1984, but it's got the extra little gloss going on. The back is really sharp. I love these cards. Here's I thought that was a piece of dog hair. That's the picture. What is this, an 82? 83. 83 they did the modern day and the rookie year. So this is 1966, 1983. Well, there's the thing. Of certain people, and this is a little heavy over here. I have two of these cards. This was the best one of this. A little heavy on the top over here. So, not a bad looking card, actually. And then we get into the Jimmy Dean cards, and I've got all of these. These are all actually in really good shape. No scratches. The guy I got them from, I mean, it was $10 to get the whole set. This one is selling for some decent money. Well, I wouldn't say selling. Posted for some decent money. This is 1991, the complete set. Jimmy Dean cards. This is the card set that some Barry Bonds here that I collected as a kid. And now, I mean, I had a friend. It was my mom's best friend's daughter, and she collected these baseball cards, and I kind of got. We didn't eat the Jimmy Dean sausages or anything like that. So what would happen is she got the cards that she wanted, and then the leftovers were for me. So like the extras and the ones that she didn't collect. But these are sharp looking cards. I might send her a picture when we get get everything back. There's the Frank Thomas. I think it looks like a little dinged up corner there. But I might send her a picture when I get everything done, because I want to get, this one's got a dinged up corner too. None of them are perfect, like I said. But this was actually a sharp set for $10. $10. It was $9.99 and like $3 for the shipping. So I got a really good deal, I think, on these. There's 25 cards in the set, and this will be the first complete set that I have graded. And the reason I went with SGC is because of the black background. I'm not looking to resell these. I'm not wanting, I am wanting a high grade, obviously. I mean, that's the highest grade possible. Just because, I mean, that's what you go for, but I'm not looking to resell, so I'm not, if I get a 80 or a 50 or a 40, I'll be like, I got it. It sucks, but I still have the card. I'm going to keep these cards because, I mean, this was my, just because of the history of this set, and it's the first Jimmy Dean set. They did 1991. So any grade I'm not going to be disappointed with. I'm going to be disappointed, but there's looks like a little cut corner there. A little dinged up folded corner or something. But yeah, any grade I'll be happy with, and I'm going to be disappointed in a lower grade, but I'm not going to resell it, so I'll get over it. This Nolan Ryan's a sharp looking Nolan Ryan. This is going to be another Nolan Ryan. I think there's 25 Nolan Ryans in here, and then this one's going to make it 26. So really good looking card. That's number 25 of 25 there. This is the Signature Series. They did do, here's a 1980, yeah, sharp looking card there. Nolan Ryan. I mean, it's not perfect. You see that corner's got some wrinkles on it. Somebody dinged that corner up. It's just a good looking card. I want to get it slabbed before It's off-centered, obviously, but I want to get it slab before anything happens to it, anything else. This is an 82. 82, where's the, yeah, right there, 1982 tops. ERA card there. And GSA has a weird, this is another 1982. Looks like the back, yeah. GSA has a weird way of doing things. They're a newer company than PSA, and they don't have everything listed, so we're going to find out how all that works. But this is a 84, I think, yeah, 84. Checklist, actually. So some nice looking cards, a lot of Nolan Ryans, the complete set, Jimmy Dean complete set. So now I've got, you know, I don't have great light in here, so I can't, and this one's got kind of a thing across the little, but if I have anything wrong with them, I can always go back and look at the video and say, hey, you know, I didn't have this or had this, or I can be upset about this, or you know, well, yeah, they graded it right or wrong, you know. But I do need to get some of this dog hair off. Anyway, if anybody knows anything about the way they would do this card, because it folds out, maybe I need to give them a call and see if I can get it, because I would like to have the thing unfolded in the whole thing, because I want to see the stats on the back and everything. It's a sharp looking card with the stats, and I don't want to cut it, so I want to leave it all together, because I think it would be worth a little bit more. Not really worth a little bit more, but just a little bit kind of a more unique card, because how many kept the back, how many kept the folded part, you know, of this card, of every card, and we'll see. But if y'all know anything, have any experience with GSA, or not GSA, but SGC, about this, or what PSA does. Maybe they'll do the same thing as PSA. Maybe I just need to call them. But anyway, thanks for watching. I got a 20-day turnaround time on these. I'm gonna get them in the mail the next. I've already filled out the submission paperwork, so I got to get that printed off, and then I'll get them in the mail the next couple of days, and so in about 25 days I should have them, 25 to 30 days I should have them back, and we'll see what we get. Hopefully we get something really cool out of it, like some good high grades. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about this card, how I need to handle this card before I send it out. Hopefully I get some good advice from you guys, because you guys know more than I do. All right, well, thanks for the view, and don't forget to give me a shout. Thanks, bye.